Welcome back to Horizon 4. Today, it's now spring. Forgot the name. And I've just spent like half an hour doing stuff. And we got the non-GTi-R. It's a GTi-R. Pulsar. One of the probably the weirdest, most awesome weird cars ever. This is a all-wheel drive SR20 powered rally homologation, I guess. That does not sound like the freaking SR, but I don't really care because apparently they've just started to actually give different cars with the same engine different sounds, apparently.
In 400 yards, turn sharp right.
And it has anti-lag, so I don't really care.
Turn sharp right.
And it crackles when you shift.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
I don't know what the hell's going on with my game, but I don't really care.
Recalculated route. Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Grind the gears. Don't care. So, this is a more powerful version of the SR20.
In 400 yards, you will arrive at your destination.
Way before the S15 came out. Because the S15 has a bigger upgraded turbo than the SR20 used in the S13 and the S14. Well, even the S14 has a different engine than technically. But I kind of wanted to go to Forza Vista. And you can't really see that. But that's a transverse mounted SR20 with a intercooler on the top for some reason. Yeah. And a flipped intake manifold. Well, also it has adjustable coilover suspension. It looks like you see the camber plates in 1990. Yes. And dual drive passive radiator system. Okay. And it has a red Nissan badge. And yeah. It's actually not a Nissan badge, it's a GTi-R badge. It's not really special. Well, it is special. Because that's like boost pressure on the right there, and that's oil pressure, I bet. And that's oil temp? Sure. It's a cool car, and I would love to own one, but they're like really rare. So. Okay. No, man. Ooh, a lot of engines. A lot of engines. So that's a M3 E36 engine. 2-liter inline 4, so VVT, so that's a K20 out of a Honda. That's a normal S15 SR20. That's an RB26. Turbo Rally. That's a freaking R35 GTi-R drivetrain. Or you could do a 4-rotor. what would even be the most powerful engine you can do on this? Because that tops out at around 690. No, like 720, I think. This probably goes up to 900. That goes up to 700. That goes up to 700 something. This definitely does not go crazy high. I kind of want to see what this SR20 makes. Because it sounds kind of cool. We've not even gone to the turbo and we're already making a lot of freaking power. This has 700 horsepower. That's a lot. And I don't think the normal... You're going to do drift suspension on this? Ooh. Ooh. Oh yeah. I kind of want to make this like a race car. So I should probably put aero on it, but... Screw that. Screw that. I want to do... I actually don't really know what I want to do, but I just see what happens. So 1990 rallies. What would this even compete with? So it's... No, that's like Evo... Early Evos? Galant? I don't know. Because all the good Evos are like later 90s. No, all the good Evos are like late 90s, early 20s, yeah. 2000s. 20s and 2000s are not the same. 17s looks way too huge. Let's put it on like 16. 16s. Wow. Doing that would actually like help us a lot, but 700 horsepower. I know that goes up to like 700 something. It's not the S54, so we don't get like 900. I wonder like what actually is different from this SR versus the S15 SR. Yeah, like the other one's more powerful. By a lot. That has like 90 more horsepower. So this thing's useless. I kinda really want to just be a little beast with freaking R35. But that's gonna be a lot of weight. We're 2,500 pounds. And I know like it's not really the greatest engine in this game. It's still gonna be 1,000 horsepower. Oh. So I think actually, yeah, the R35 engine is probably the most powerful because that doesn't go that high. RB doesn't. This SR does not. That goes to like 600, and the K20 does not go that high. Sure. Sure. No aero and 1,000 horsepower on very tiny tires. It sounds like a great plan. Oh, I'm gonna kill myself with this thing. I have no idea what to do. Except try and make it not understeer so much. Because, well, this thing would just roast tires no matter what gear. Has someone ever done this? Driftsuku!
When it is safe to do so.
It's spinning all four wheels on race tires.
Route. In 200 yards, turn right.
It's very, very fast, and it does not stop. Does not stop. How much boost does this engine run? I expected it to go to 8,000, not 7,500. Very straight line car. Doesn't turn.
You have arrived at your destination.
Goes through gears extremely fast.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
How much weight does it have in the front? 50. I can feel every bit of it. Very soft rear springs. No wonder why this thing is so weird. Um, 230 mile an hour. 240 mile an hour. 250 mile an hour. 251. 252. 252. I do think that's pretty much the max. So I'm not gonna go through gears as fast.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
I'll also reach 16 first gear. It now actually rotates when you apply the power instead of just understeer. It also is very, very scary to drive.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
It's very, very fast.
Yards. Turn left. Turn left.
This thing needs aero. It needs aero. I hate to say it, but it's horrible to drive like this. You could do some magic in the tune, but this thing still has 1990s aerodynamics, and it's a freaking hatchback. This thing lifts so much, especially now that it has freaking 2,000 horsepower. It has literally 8 times the freaking power it had stock. So aerodynamics will probably help. When we apply some downforce, we're gonna slow the car down a lot. And we might as well shorten the gears again. Because there's no reason to have them this long now. $230 mile an hour. Slow it down by 20 mile an hour by adding all this downforce.
Recalculating route.
It kinda goes around a corner.
Turn left.
What do I even have? Race. Sure. I wonder if this will actually be a good car for like online racing. It definitely needs to be brought down to S1. But I also think so this actually this would compete with the Galant, so it's a lot smaller than the Galant. And it would compete with the Toyota Celica, maybe. I don't know how long they actually made the Pulsar for. All black on TEs, slammed. It does look kind of good, to be honest. It's a weird car. The hood scoop. That's not really a scoop, but it's kind of still. But still, I'd rather probably have an Evo. Or a Subaru. Sorry, Colin McRae. They have Porsche engines, I can hear that. This is an expert, by the way. I turned up the difficulty a little bit. Just to see. But this thing has so much more power than any of those cars can do. And it sticks now around corners. A little bit. You still gotta brake more than I would really want to, but. Well, my main problem with this is that there is no weight over the rear axle. And it's kind of where you want a lot of the weight. Grinding. It's a fun car to drive though, man. What they are. It's 2,500 pounds, so it's not really that heavy. With 1,000 horsepower, it hauls ass. And I can actually use the red line on the car because it actually matches the VR. The aero kind of fixed the car for me, personally. It really did. It actually did. It's now kind of super fun to drive. It's actually freaking fun to drive. Will it be a good drift car? I don't know. I actually don't know. It's so short. So I feel like it's gonna be really hard to drive. It feels short at least. If you put it next to like a Subaru, like right next to it, I don't know. Especially like 22B, that's pretty tiny. Like this doesn't really give you that great of a perspective. And just start further back. It's too early. That's pretty good, I think. Actually, no. I need to make a little bit later. I don't have friends, so I actually gotta do this in the game. Okay, the front's slightly ahead. In terms of actual size, it's pretty close. It's I would say it's slightly smaller than the 22B. But it almost looks like it has a longer wheelbase by a lot than the 22B. In my eyes, like the doors are longer and the wheels are so it can actually maybe work well as a drift car. I think I kind of want to try it. Not that a 22B is really a great drift car, but kind of pushes on, especially under braking. The front tires just have so much weight on them. Sorry, Evo. But you have the VR. It just hauls. And all-wheel drive. It's not bad. Even slides a little bit, even though it's all-wheel drive. Yeah. And this game, like, it's so much about power, especially when you beat the AI on so many other tracks. I hate that corner because I really want to cut it, but you can't. The racer in me wants to get those few tenths more by cutting the corner, but you can't because then it's checkpoint missed. But this thing is just crushing the AI. It's so powerful because in this vehicle class, that is. If I did open class, there probably would be so many cars that would be faster. This is probably one of the few cars in this class that I can actually put this engine. But the Porsche engine should get pretty good power too. I think so. It's weird. I'm actually gonna try and save this tune. I didn't actually want to do that. Oh well. It's, yes. It's gonna be VR38. Share. And then, custom upgrades. That. What tires do we actually have? 245s. 245s. They're tiny. Do that. Drift suspension. And everything else should be the same. This car should now be really light. I could actually get rid of the aero because now we don't need it. Tuning. Get rid of the camber. I don't like it. Just run that much. 2.5, that's fine. Loosen it up a little bit. Stiffen up the rear end. And we can leave it leave the dampening alone for now. We'll see how it handles. And I'm looking forward to this. This is still on race tires, by the way. We need longer gearing. Not like crazy amount of angle, but You can also kind of feel that it's supposed to be all-wheel drive. Because you can technically swap them, but still the base handling of the car is still there.
You have arrived at your destination.
So most all-wheel drive swap cars will be kind of weird. But also I didn't want to do that stiff of a rear spring. Shoot. Let's try that. See how it handles. Okay. Come on. Every car on racers handles kind of weird. It's like it loses a lot more grip than it should when you give it when it spins compared to like sports. Sports like maintain most of the grip, but race just loses all of it. But it definitely has some grip. But I also think that the rear end on this is so light. It's weird. It's kind of weird. So like compared to a Porsche, this car is kind of huge. Actually, well, it's shorter than the GT-i-R, but it's taller. To be honest, I kind of think I like this car a lot more as a race car rather than a drift car. Is it this way? No, it's not. What the hell am I doing? Also, VR38s are really hard to, well, really easy to stall. Might just be that I have really long gearing. I don't know if that's the weight balance of the car or the tires, because I'm also going way too fast. There's like nothing that the car doesn't want to recover.
You have arrived at your destination.
Perfect timing. I don't know. It's weird. I want it to be good because I like the car, but also 245s with 1,000 horsepower. Kind of need the race cars if I want to run that.
arrived at your destination.
I almost got close to my record, 121. I think it's more that sucks than the car's good. Than the fact the car's good. Any other drift zones somewhere that aren't off-road? Or that I actually like? Come on. This one? No. Too few corners. I feel like there aren't that many great drift zones. This one's like kind of a classic. So. But we also just ran it, but we didn't really do it for points.
At your destination.
Yeah. It doesn't feel amazing. I feel like I'm getting good points, but it just doesn't feel amazing. And I think that's just the fact that it's supposed to be all-wheel drive, and the fact that it kinda is very front-heavy. A lot, all the weights up front. The rear doesn't have the grip associated with having a little bit more weight in the rear, having closer to a 50-50 weight distribution. It's raining, of course. Of course it's raining. Why would it not? My freaking luck. It's always on point. It never fails to this point. Driving a car that is not very well balanced in the rain with 1,000 horsepower. Perfect recipe. Come on. Also the VR turbo lag down low. That doesn't help. You have to be like in the high RPMs or this thing is just horrible to ride. Really any VR for that matter. Come on. If I actually get over 400,000 points, I'm kinda gonna be surprised. Because this thing is not really that amazing. It was an amazing race car. But as a drift car, no. Last section has been horrible, but I don't really care. I got over 400k.
Arrived at your destination.
But I also got that like most cars. And I can't even get up. Yeah. I think I'm gonna keep this as a freaking all-wheel drive 1,000 horsepower race car. I will actually do that. Because I don't think this is that amazing as a drift car. It just, the weight distribution's weird. It's not where it should be. Well, originally the freaking engine's in the wrong place. It's in front of the axle and everything. Yeah. Pulsar, great race car. Not really great drift car. Great street car too. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to be notified whenever I upload. Also, check out Saints Row. Kind of been recorded like 2 videos today. Got to try and like keep it at a like 2 videos a day kind of thing. But we'll see. So yeah. Hope you enjoyed it and goodbye.